My 31 days over the road is done. For those of y'all who don't know, if you just, seeing this video, checking to the channel, I did 31 days over the road in a box truck, not staying in no hotels. In that 31 days, I've been home one day. Well, I didn't take a day off, but I was able to have a load going back to the DC area over the weekend. So, I was able to stop by my house and get some sleep and stuff like that. But I did 31 days over the road to see how much a box truck can make, or how much I can make, just to see if it's really some money in the box truck industry. But before we get into the gross and the net, I want to say shout out to all the people who be commenting in the comments, especially like the OGs in the game. I don't know everything. I'm a student, so some of my videos I post, my opinion and my perspective of it and what I think. And some people, they kind of not check me in the comments, but they give me, just their experiences and the facts of it. So I want to say I appreciate people who do comment and take the time out, because that's what I guess YouTube is about, like us as a community learning, teaching one another. And also, if you guys haven't checked out my IG, go check out Instagram. On my IG, I do post, I post more of my loads, and it's not actually, numbers and stuff like that, but I do post more just detailed content of the loads I pick up and stuff like that. But the video I did before this, I did something, where I told people to comment how much they think I made in 31 days, and whoever got the closest number to what you thought I grossed, then I was gonna do a free consultation to that. So let's look at the comments and see what y'all think I made, or what a box truck can make in 31 days. Someone says $18,500. $18,500. I wish I would be out here 31 days sitting in the truck for $18,000. That's a good guess, I guess. 15K to 30K. God damn, that's a big range, bro. You gotta at least 25 to 30 or 28 to 30, but 15 to 30, that's a big guess. Someone say nationwide 34K, 34.7, regional 28.2. That's a very good guess. Flip dinar. 28,350, 31.5, 21,000, 22,000, 15,000, 30K. No. Okay, so there's a guy, BP. He guessed 32K, and that was actually pretty spot on. So I grossed $32,625 in 31 days. So BP, you are the closest. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna get in contact with you. You can shoot me an email, and if you do want a consultation, like I say, then we're gonna do that. I will want the consultation to be someone who's either just about to get into the game or who's already in the game, because I'm sure you can use some advice. But yeah, so I grossed $32,625, and I set one day in those 31 days because I was in the bad area. And then also 4th of July was closed. Shippers were closed, so I wasn't able to, that kind of took a day off as well. So I believe I could have grossed more, but that's what it is. 32,000. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna post a screen. I don't know how people do the edits and all that. I'm not that nice with it. But I took a screenshot of my notes and I broke down my expenses. So I'm gonna post that now so y'all can kind of, I guess, pause the video and go over those. And then also I posted, each load and the rate per mile, and I guess, the rate per mile after my deadhead and stuff like that. So I'm gonna post that screenshot, y'all check it out, and then we're gonna run it down. All right, so my gross, $32,625. These are my expenses. My dispatch is 10%. So that was $3,262.50. My factoring is 2.99%. That was a total of $975. I spent $6,091.59 on gas. My insurance is $1,398.46. I own my truck, but I finance my truck. I don't rent. I pay $1,112.60. And in this month, so I have a fairly new truck. I bought it with 180,000 miles, so nothing has really gone wrong. I had no maintenance issues, and I had 2 oil changes, which came up to $600. So in total, my expenses was $13,440.15, and my net, I took home $19,184.85. I told you in the video before that I gross over 50%, or I net over 50%. Some people say they net like 30, 40, somewhere around there. But my net, I guess I net 62% of my gross. Yeah, so I don't know what kind of expenses you guys do post. Like, some people may calculate food or their rent. Like, I'm not calculating none of that, because what I may spend on food, you may not spend on food. You may be a big or smaller guy. I know the box truck couple, shout out to them. They pack their food, and they don't really spend money on the road, which is kind of cool as well. So this is what you could take home after all. Like, these are expenses that you can't avoid. Well, if you do have a dispatcher, if you don't have a dispatcher or factoring, but yeah, these are the expenses that you really can't avoid. So I ain't gonna say, yeah, I buy a pair of shoes every week, so that's an expense. Like, nah, we're not gonna calculate that. So this is what I've made my net. And then let's get into my loads. I'm gonna post my loads and rate per mile, so y'all can check that out. All right, so as you see here, I have the miles driven, how much the load was, and then also the rate per mile for that load. So I did 15 loads in 31 days. As you can see, I'm not gonna go down and say every one. Y'all can see the numbers. But I drove a total of 15,200, well, I didn't drive. The total amount of mileage for each load was 15,243 miles. I averaged $1.99 per mile. That is before the deadhead. So that's what each load costs, without the deadhead. With the deadhead, it's $1.69, and it's actually more than $1.69 with the deadhead, because in that 31 days, I done drove to my mom's house. I done drove, to Walmart's. The day I had to sit, I drove, downtown to the city and just explore. So, but I didn't really calculate all that stuff. What I did was I just put, my start mileage when I started my 31 days and my end mileage to my last load, and I just divided that, by the load. So the deadhead will probably be around, I would say, well, the rate per mile with the deadhead would be, I would say, around like 175, maybe 180. But I didn't definitely, the deadhead was not just calculated deadhead into each job, but that's kind of what it is. So yeah, so that was that, for my loads and stuff. And as y'all see, I don't know what loads y'all getting per mile, rate per mile, but I think this is kind of standard or average, from the loads that I get, for a box truck. And y'all may be getting more, you may be getting less. But I think the average is between like $1.50 to $2 a mile. You may come across sometimes where you get a high paying load, like if you see in here, I had a load I was paying $5.08 per mile. But I think it's pretty much around like $1.50, $2, depending on also the lane and what what part of the region you're in. Also, I'll give y'all a screenshot of how I calculate my loads. Maybe you guys may want to use this. So I keep a binder, just for like here. I keep all my paperwork and stuff in here. But at first I was using this sheet right here. As y'all can see on there, I don't know if y'all can see that, but on there I had like my fuel costs, my start mileage, end mileage, stuff like that. But this became too much, to like write down. So what I did was I keep it in my notes. So I'll post a screenshot on here of, you know, how I keep track of, you know, each load and the gas and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it for, you know, my expenses. And not everyone is going to make the same thing. Like I say, this is hats off to my dispatcher. I was definitely out here, you know, 31 days, and I wanted to go get the money, you know, but because of my dispatcher, he provided good loads, you know what I'm saying? So not everyone's going to have this same experience. You may not have a dispatcher that can get you this much, or you may not, you know, begin grossing yourself this much if you're dispatching, you know. So this is, I guess, you know, the benefit of having a good dispatcher. You know, like I say, everyone's going to make, you know, a different amount. And some people be against dispatching, but I think in this business, you know, like I said in my last video about the dispatching, 10% is not bad. You know, if you can gross me $32,000, I pay you 10%. That means you getting $3,000. I mean, I'm taking home $29,000. But if I only gross myself $25,000 or $23,000 without no dispatcher, I mean, that's good, cool. You know, I'm not paying a fee, but if I'm paying an extra 10% to get an extra $5,000, then yeah, I'm going with a dispatcher all day. You know, so like I say, I think this is, you know, and also you have multiple trucks and you have drivers and stuff like that. Imagine if each truck is grossing $32,000 or $30,000. You know, you got 3 trucks, you're making damn near $90,000 in a month. You know, so, well, grossing, of course. But, you know, that's the key to, I say, to having a good dispatcher. And hats off to my dispatcher. Like I say, I didn't really do nothing special as far as finding loads. You know, but like I say, that's just good dispatching. And that's what I say before. I went through a couple of dispatchers before I found a good one, and that's what you may do in this game. You know, everyone's not a good dispatcher. I didn't talk to some dispatchers because I'm trying to connect with different dispatchers, you know, to see what kind of work they have out there, so I can, you know, refer them to other people. And I talked to a couple of dispatchers, and I always ask, how many load boards do you use? And they say 1. And I'm like, you're not grossing $32,000 with 1 load board. Everyone is using DAT or truck stop. Everyone is using those load boards. You know, you got to have more connections than that. You got to have, you know, multiple load boards. So so yeah, like I said, every dispatcher not gonna be able to gross you that. And yeah, so those are my expenses, man. And my 31 days, like I say, you know, this is just me being on that grind. You know, this is just me, you know, wanting more for myself. And I'm young, I'm 29, and you know, I'm in the process of getting another truck, maybe 2 trucks, hopefully, and hiring a driver. And when I do, you know, like I say, I'm not hiring a driver to work for me. I'm not at all. Like, that's not what I want to, you know, that's not how I want to go about things. I want to hire you for temporarily and then put you and help you get your own truck, you know, give you some of my knowledge, you know, help you get the commercial driving experience, and also, you know, just how the business go. And you know, when I do hire a driver, I can't expect more from them than I've done myself. You know, I can't, you know, tell you, yeah, you got to be out here 31 days, and which I don't expect no one to grind like this, but I'm only messing with people who got that same kind of work ethic for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all know about this trucking business, the more your driver work, the more they make. You know what I'm saying? And well, the more your driver works, the more they drive, the more you make. If you don't have a good driver, you're not gonna make no money. You know what I'm saying? So when I do start hiring drivers, not that I expect the same amount of work ethic, but you got to be kind of close. You know what I'm saying? Who want it bad, who want to start their own, and yeah, because I say if I did it, I know you could do it as well. So this is the breakdown of my expenses. My 31 days is up, but I'm still not going home. Like I'm grinding. You know, I said I had 2 days off from the last 31 days with 4th of July, and also I had to sit a day. So I know I can make more. I'm like an extremist. Like when I set a goal, I'm going to accomplish it no matter what. So I'm going on the road 31 days again. and I'm gonna try to beat that number as well. And then my second goal is to do 100K in 100 days. So those are my next two goals. Well, oh damn, not 100K, because 31 days is, well, yeah, probably like 100K in 100 days. So those are my next two goals that I'm working on. And like I said, this video right here, man, is for all my people who be grinding. You know, if you go on OTR, you know, this is kind of, I guess, a visual of what, you know, a box truck with a good dispatcher, you know, with the good connections of how much you can make. If you're not making that much, you know, like I say, definitely, you know, start reaching out to other dispatchers. Don't be satisfied with your dispatcher, because I said in another video, if y'all haven't seen the other one, you only know what your dispatcher has grossed you. So if you just get into the game, and you know, that's what a lot of people doing. Like, they buy a box truck, they say, oh damn, this dude made 32,000, or this dude made 25,000, and they think they can do that. Like, nah, you got to be connected with the right people, or you got to have the right connections with the load board and doing all that stuff yourself. And it's still also kind of hard too, you know, when you driving, if you don't have a dispatcher, if you're driving and you know you can't be looking for loads. Like, yeah, you can look for loads when you stop, but man, they post loads fucking consistently. You know, loads be gone within the first couple minutes. So imagine how many loads you missing out on while you're driving. You know, so yeah. So for those of you who think that you can just get a box truck, get in the game, and you're gonna make this, it don't work like that. You know, you gotta be connected with the right people, with the right dispatcher. And like I say, for those of you who do have a dispatcher, if you're not getting around this much in your OTR, then I challenge you to start looking for more dispatchers. Don't be comfortable, because I say, for those of you who do have a dispatcher and you're getting 20,000 over the road, or 22,000, 23,000, if that's all you've seen, that's what you're going to think a box truck can make. Which is why I think some of those people who commented 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, I think they commented that because that's what their dispatchers grossing. Not everyone's situation is set up where they can go over the road for 31 days. You know, some people got families, some people got kids, you know, some people just maybe a little bit older, some people may not, you know, just even have that, you know, that schedule to be over the road for 31 days. Let's say I'm fortunate enough that I don't have no kids, I don't have, you know, I'm young and I can be out here like this, you know. So like I say, this is what a box truck can make if you have the connections, and you over the road and you grinding, you know. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm actually waiting for another load now, and yeah, if y'all want to check out my IG, check out the IG. If you haven't seen my other videos, check out my other videos. They're informational. I don't really post videos about my loads, because me posting a $5 per mile load or $3 per mile load, or it doesn't help y'all. You know, I'm sure after a while I'm gonna start running out of content to make. You know, I kind of just, as I go, you know, and I come across experiences, then I post a video on that. You know, but I'm sure after a while I'll run out of content. You know, it's only so much you can post, especially other people posting as well, which is why I never did like an Amazon video, because like a million of them. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Y'all stay tuned for the next video. I don't know what it'll be. I'm about to get back on the road. Y'all look out for my next 31 days. Like I said, I'm doing that as well. You know, if you are a subscriber, thank you. I really appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber, that's all love. I don't really care about that. You know, but yeah, thank y'all for stopping by the channel. About to get back on this road, and I'm out.